Sorry, pal. We're out of gas and your engine is boiling. Let's see if we can fix you up here. We'll be back on the road in no time. Stranded in the middle of nowhere. I wish. It's frozen shut. No juice. If it wasn't for the sand and rubble, the impenetrable darkness, the legions of bugs, and that awful smell of gasoline everywhere, this sure could make a nice place for a picnic. This loot box contains only some rusty pliers. Locked, of course. Dad used to say, a flawless establishment needs flawless window panes. Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little. My tires should still last a couple of miles. Terra Incognita Scenic Highway. Next town ahead. Long shot by the sea. Sounds promising. Out of gas. And the engine is overheated. I wish. It's frozen shut. I wish. It's frozen shut. How should I open the door with these rusty pliers? Some of these constellations seem familiar. Or do they? Tiny rock gas station. A beacon in the dark. Not a chance. I need to find some gas and engine coolant first. Hello? Anybody in there? I could really use some gas. Locked. Of course. How should I open the door with these rusty pliers? If it wasn't for the sand and rubble, the impenetrable darkness, the legions of bugs, and that awful smell of gasoline everywhere, this sure could make a nice place for a picnic. Milestones. Did they ever actually help anyone? It's just one short circuit before everything blows up into my face. No juice. Does it ever rain here anyway? No way. A hidden replacement key. That was too easy. As if it wanted to be found. Locked. Of course. I wish. It's frozen shut. It fits. That was almost too easy. It's pitch black. I can't even see my own hands. There's something funny about that picture. Oops! A hidden switch. This must be the main fuse. I know this image. Daytona Beach Race 58. What an event. Cherry pie. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee. All I have left are a few Deutschmarks. Pretty useless out here anyways. This is the end of nowhere. I wonder if these postcards would ever reach their destination. Looks dusty. Again, that ghastly tune. Now they are working again. Drink up. You must be dying of thirst. Those pliers won't help me with that. Not until I have found a way to cool down the engine. Not until I have found a way to cool down the engine. I wish. It's frozen shut. Extra large, no refill. Coffee. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee. %20 bun, 5% cold cuts, and 75% cling film. Thanks, but no thanks. Cherry pie. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee. Looks dusty. Electrical cables. Zip. If it wasn't for the sand and rubble, the impenetrable darkness, the legions, and that this cold water is leaking out. Cold as ice. Exactly what I need. There you go. Have some Kool-Aid. Good to go. But which way? If I only had a clue where I am. Some of these constellations seem familiar. Or do they? The landscape on that picture vaguely reminds me of home. It's a picture of a buffalo. What I wouldn't give to be there. This is the end of nowhere. I wonder if these postcards would ever reach their destination. This thing wouldn't take me far out here. I know this image. Daytona Beach Race 58. What an event. All I have left are a few Deutschmarks. pretty useless out here anyways. Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little. Dad used to say, a flawless establishment needs flawless window panes. Those pliers won't help me with that. Good to go. But which way? If I only had a clue where I am. Terra Incognita Scenic Highway. Next town ahead. Long shot by the sea. Sounds promising. Good to go. But which way? If I only had a clue where I am. Tiny rock gas station. A beacon in the dark. Cold water is leaking out. This one shows a map of the area. I'll take it with me. Quite off the beaten track. Done. Finally, we can make off again. Oh, come on. Start already. It's that darn oil pump again. Looks like we'll be stuck here for a while.
You sure this is the right place? When's the next bus back to the city? Beverly, I have arrived. I feel spewed out into the most barren, dark void of Europe. All things considered, this could most likely be the best vacation ever. Feeling chilled out already. The next city is like 1,000 miles away. Ah, yes. That's where I am. The bus stop. My gateway to the outside world. Brr, looks cold. Its heydays are over. Paddleboat rental. 1 hour, 1 Deutschmark. Hades. Paddleboat rental, souvenirs, fishing supplies. Closed. A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off. Truberbrook, county of Brokenlande, 1 kilometer, or 0.621371 miles. I wonder what that is. Arrived at destination after a short walk. Truberbrook, a tranquil little town. Seems a bit run down. I must say, Beverly, I absolutely fell in love with this town already. Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood. That is one strange-looking cat. That's probably the town's landmark. There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlagte Platte, Pothocker, Tote Oma. The mysterious village. Who is into this kind of stuff? The time-traveling machine. Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective. Beverly, I discovered the local movie theater, Mobius Palace. The favorite genres around here appear to be Western and noir. This must be the place. Small ads, postings, announcements. They're holding a town fair soon. Exciting. Evening.
Hey. Nobody there, huh?
Doesn't seem so. They don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there. That's quite a few fishing rods they have there. Today's menu, nothing. Where is everyone?
I saw someone here just a minute ago.
Hello? I'm not going to give up.
Good afternoon. How can I help you, darling?
There's a room reserved for me. You know the lottery? I won a stay over here.
You won? How can you win a stay in Truberbrook?
Well, actually, I don't really remember taking part in any lottery myself. Yet I received this winning notification.
What was the name again?
Hans Tannhauser. Dr. Hans Tannhauser.
Tannhauser, 11hauser. Oh, Dr. Hans Tannhauser. Oh yes, here we have it.
Say, is it a quiet room?
Seeking some peace and quiet,
Well, I'm working on a text and I could really use some serenity.
Text? Are you a kind of writer or something?
I'm a physicist. Right now, I'm writing a paper on quantum physics.
I've heard worse. You arrived just in time for the big anniversary celebration. Truberbrook is a bit noisier than usual around these days. But apart from that, I'd say you have nothing to worry about in terms of disturbance. Here's your key, Dr. Tannhauser. My name is Trude, by the way.
If you don't mind, where are all the other guests?
Let's put it this way. The season in Truberbrook is already over.
I get the impression the season has been over for some time. What?
Please, you've got to help me.
Did that guy just disappear with my paper? Something unusual happened. There was an uninvited guest in my room tonight. Now that he's escaped, I'm going to chase him down. What is this? Some kind of goo. What a mess. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth. Where did he go? Even more of that strange goo. Darkest night. In the pale starlight, this village appears to be composed of jagged silhouettes and loneliness.
Hey there. Taking a little night stroll?
Someone was in my room.
You only just got here and you already have secret admirers?
No, it was a burglar. I think.
Well, I haven't seen anyone sneaking around here, but if I were you, I would probably follow these somewhat extremely obvious footprints.
You've got a point there. Please excuse me. This situation is growing aggravating. I followed the person who stole my notes into a kind of dead-end street. And now he's vanished. Picture me standing here at the edge of the world, stripped of my writings.
I wonder who on earth would steal a paper on quantum physics. Do you like ghost stories? It is said that a proto-Germanic cult used to live up here in the mountains. They prayed to the spirits of the forests. I know it's a long shot, but maybe this visitor of yours is one of those spirits?
Evil spirits?
Nonsense, I was just trying to mess with you. What was your name again? Tenhauser? Name's Gretchen. I'm an anthropologist. In fact, those old Proto-Germanic ritual grounds just so happen to be my special subject. One of them is supposedly somewhere around here, though I haven't been able to find it yet.
Gretchen, well met. Now that's all well and good, but what am I going to do without my notes?
You know what? I'm going to help you track down that burglar. It looks like he escaped with one of the old gondolas. I bet he's hiding somewhere in the mountains, which, incidentally, is also where I was heading. Come on, you're a scientist. You're coming with me now and you're going to help me find this ritual site. Who knows, maybe you'll even find your evil spirit there. The one with an interest in quantum whatchamacallits. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So what do you say? You with me? Ha! I knew you had the spirit of adventure in you. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. The early bird catches the worm and all that. We have to find a way up the mountain. It would be easiest if we used a cable car. I reckon that's also what our friend thought.
The cable car doesn't exactly appear to be in pristine condition. What do you think?
Don't worry, I'm sure I can fix this. I can't fix this. The master key is missing and a weasel damaged the electric mains.
Maybe it was the burglar who did this.
The plan. I'll hold the position and try my best. Why don't you take a look around town? We need the master key for the cable car. Also, we need to override the broken mains. Think you can remember that?
I'll try to remember.
Let's go. This is going to be fun.
I wonder what that is. Locked. Danger. High voltage. This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks. These binoculars should provide an excellent view of the opposite lakeshore. I have to insert a coin first. The platform further uptown presents a wonderful view of the valley. Leaning on this rusty rail, nose to the wind, I can let my gaze wander freely to the other shore and across the mountains. It's glowing red. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
Actually, it's quite a nice table.
Be careful. The table is wobbling terribly. You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
They don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there. Look at all these beautiful people. Now where would this lead to? Locked. Hey. She's almost in a trance. Science fiction. Something involving spaceships.
Hey, please don't stand there.
There's something funny about that clock. A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic. Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog, garnished with spike-resembling breadsticks. Toast Hawaii. Cheese skewers. Looks a bit shabby. Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers. Hey. She's almost in a trance. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was a flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine. So nothing a quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open. Please help yourself.
Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night. Still looks in good condition, though. Hilarious the Unready, Margrave of Truberbrook. Conqueror of the Dragon, Savior of Truberbrook, yep. In the year of our Lord, 1250. Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood. This cat again. That's some sturdy, full-grown reed. The bus stop. There's a rate every up. A beautiful, healthy tree.
Acersoidu platanus, the sycamore maple.
Small ads, postings, announcements.
They're holding a town fair tonight with a band and a raffle.
Exciting.
This table! It has a wobble! Everything's going down the drain around here. You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
It might be able to support a glass of beer, but not this table. Actually, it just needs one more mew. My father used to say, the only thing more stable than a beer coaster was 2 beer coasters. And I think I finally understand what he meant. It might be able to support a glass of beer, but not this actually. My father used to say, the only thing I think I find.
Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth. Just a hangar. Empty. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected. There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it. I would probably hurt myself. The weather has brightened up. fresh air is still the preferable way to dry your laundry. I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. Hanging dead animals on your wall is a bit eccentric. This muddle of spots and drips is probably telling more about the room's many previous occupants than I'd wish to know. This leads to the rooms.
Now look at all these fishing rods. Quite the collection.
You can borrow one if you like, but only in exchange for a pawn. They have a tendency to get lost otherwise.
Pawn? You mean deposit? Now look at all these fishing rods.
You can borrow. They have a tendency.
Pawn?
Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant.
This can must have fallen off the table. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
Good morning.
Excuse...
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this terrible table keeps on wobbling.
It might be able to support a glass of beer, but not this table. Actually, it just needs one more mew. My father used to say, the only thing more stable than a beer coaster was 2 beer coasters. And I think I finally understand what he meant.
Hi.
Hey.
About the cable car?
Question. What was it again that we needed that key for?
We need the master key to get the cable car running in the first place. Why don't you take a look around town? Anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I was just about to ask.
About the cable car?
What was the problem with the power line again?
We have to fix the high voltage power cord in order to get the cable car running. If you touch it, it will fry your synapses. We still have to reconnect the loose ends somehow. Anything else I can help you with?
No thanks. That'll be all for now.
Good, I'm sure you find a way eventually. I'll try to set up as much as I can over here. Something's jammed there.
It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, Mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
No, Hans, that would be a really bad idea.
Hello? Anybody there?
What was that?
High voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this.
It's a well-known fact that weasels have a dangerously loving affection towards all sorts of cables. The present case suggests a rather impressive specimen, judging by the thickness of the cable. Last resort, self-termination.
Are you okay? Do you have brain damage?
No. That's not how it works. Locked. I'm sure this will take us up the mountain.
You're a funny man, Tannhauser. I like it.
The local gondola lift's hauling cables seem to be intact, although there aren't any gondolas or mining carts attached to it. A smell of oil and soil lingers in the air. There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlachte Platte, Pothooker, Tote Oma.
I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. Its heydays are over. Brr, looks cold. Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. The bus stop. My gateway to the outside world. There's a regular bus on Saturdays. Every other week. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. This cat again. A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
Locked.
Please don't stand there.
Excuse me, didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
Depends on how you look at it. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Close. Omega 4. That's right next to it.
So you know the place.
You bet I do.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
I'm a quantum physicist.
Quantum what? Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even rulons into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
If you're referring to my bank deposit.
You're saying a lot of silly things.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
Your uncle was a wizard?
Wizards? They aren't even real.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something.
Hey, mister!
Excuse me, didn't mean to.
There's something funny about that clock.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
Your daughter really likes watching TV, huh?
You see, the kid is always in front of the box. She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials and alien worlds. Nonsense, don't you think?
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off.
That door over there hasn't been opened in a while, has it?
That's the door to the cellar, where my brother built his little lair. No one has taken any interest in that door since he left. He just took the key with him.
Being the only guest, I was wondering, how's the season going so far?
Season? We haven't had one in ages. Anything else I can do for you?
Truda, would you pour me one of your Pilsner beers, please?
Just a second, Professor. Here, a coaster. There you go. Cheers!
What's this? The table stopped wobbling? Oh, thank you so very much. I was hardly able to focus on anything else but this cursed wobblery.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Are you feeling any better now that the table isn't wobbling anymore?
Thank you for asking. But joy? What does it even mean? My life lost most of its joy since Claus disappeared.
Who is Claus?
Claus is my tomcat, an angel of an animal. He was the only one to always remain by my side. But now, he's vanished, without a trace. Everything in this world is going down the drain. Mark my words.
Maybe he just went for a stroll.
I don't know. Claus was always faithful and stood by my side. Then he just disappeared without a trace. You can't rely on anything in this world anymore. Let me tell you. It's just awful.
Please excuse me. Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella.
It won't be this easy getting close to it.
We know well enough that cats like to climb. Unfortunately, their bodies seem to be designed for climbing upwards only. Anyway, Beverly, I've spotted a gigantic red tabby in a tree, which, on closer inspection, could in fact also be more like a fox. Assistance may be required.
I'll just try luring the cat down with a mating call. Meow. Meow. No reaction. A beautiful, healthy tree.
Akker soidu pla.
It won't be this easy getting close to it.
Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Any news about Claus?
Nothing.
Please excuse me. Now look at all these fishing rods. Quite the collection.
You can borrow one if you like, but only in exchange for a pawn. They have a tendency to get lost otherwise.
Pawn? You mean deposit? Would this be an adequate deposit for the fishing rod?
I'm afraid not. It should be something that attracts attention but has no real importance. Something you can do without while you are on fishing tour. Oh, thanks. For me?
Does this device suffice as a deposit in exchange for the fishing rod?
Yes. Feel free to leave it here.
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
Just be sure to bring it back, will you?
Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella.
It won't be this easy getting close to it.
Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
About the cable car?
Sure. What else do you want to know?
Do you have an idea what became of the Baron's cat?
After he had lost the mine, the cable car, and his wife, all that remained was a kitten. If you ask me, it was probably a bit too much for the poor creature.
What was it again that happened to the Baron's cat?
After he had lost the mine, the cable car, and his wife, all that remained was a kitten. If you ask me, it was probably a bit too much for the poor creature.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
Soft as a feather. It won't be this easy getting close to it. Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella. Good idea. I only need some bait. Subject: species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. It won't be this easy getting close to it. I've already made an entry on this.
We know well enough that cats like to climb. Unfortunately, their bodies seem to be designed for climbing upwards only. Anyway, Beverly, I've spotted a gigantic red tabby in a tree, which, on closer inspection, could in fact also be more like a fox. Assistance may be required. I'll just try luring the cat down with a mating call. No reaction.
Locked. I wonder what that is.
Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night. Still looks in good condition, though. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Any news about Claus?
Nothing.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
The name is Baron Otto Titan von Truberbrook Sulz.
Tannhauser, pleased to meet you.
Please, come over. Don't waste the opportunity to put up with the company of a lonely, broken old man.
Are you from around these parts?
You may very well say so. I put all my life's work into the well-being and prosperity of Truberbrook. I once was the owner of both, the mines and the cable car. That's all history now.
Do you have any friends or family?
My spouse left me for good, and my beloved Truberbrook is slowly going down the drain. Only Claus remained loyal to me all these years. Alas, now even he has disappeared.
What kind of a strange place is this?
Well, you should know. This used to be one of the most beautiful spots on the face of the planet. The fair and the fortunate came here for treatment. Travelers and tourists of all fashion. Citizens that weren't occupied in the tourism business found work in the mines. But it's all over now.
Do you still have the key to the old cable car, by any chance?
Please excuse me, but I need to be on my own now. I need some rest to mourn for Claus.
Please excuse me.
There's a clothesline up there, right under my window. No, Hans, that would be a really bad idea. It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, Mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
I met a woman named Gretchen in Truberbrook. She is a fellow scientist. Gretchen studied anthropology in Vienna.
Could you please focus on the task at hand?
I've already made an entry on this. The local gondola lifts, although... I've already made an entry on that. The local gondola lifts, although... Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tannhauser.
Have you talked to the police yet?
I gave the officer an outline of the crime. It's only going to be a matter of hours before someone will attend to the issue.
What do you mean, a matter of hours?
The police station is right next town, but as you know, that's quite the distance. We have to be patient. As soon as the inspector has solved his current case, he will start working on yours straight away.
Keep me up to date.
I will let you know if there are any new developments.
About the cable car?
Sure. What else do you want to know?
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
Must be some kind of ancestral gallery. Locked. Hey. She's almost in a trance. I'd rather not disturb the little one. No. I'm not tired. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. I hope this is... Today's menu, nothing. They don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there. The time-traveling machine. Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective. Paddleboat rental. 1 hour, 1 Deutschmark. Oh my. It looks desperate. Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella. The next city is... Ah, yes. That's where I am. The but there's every other week. Good idea. I only need some bait. Good idea. Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. Brrr. Looks cold. Good idea. Hades. Paddleboat rental, souvenirs, fishing supplies. Closed. Locked. It won't be this easy getting close to it. Good idea. I only need some bait. This bucket seems to have been hung here for purely decorative reasons. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house. It's the window to my room.
As you well know, Beverly, I am a man tempered by a sober lifestyle. However, I keep dwelling on the fact that a sheer infinite amount of states of matter can lie between expectation and reality.
My accommodation, the guest house Farthest Lust, looks slightly more luxurious in the notification. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently, a few maggots found themselves a lovely home in there. In my old flat share, we used to throw the trash out of the window. I promise not to do that anymore. Fresh air is still the preferable way to dry your laundry. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. No. I don't want to mess up. Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant. I have to insert a coin first. You can see all over the valley. From this distance, I can only imagine what's on the other shore.
I've already made an entry on this. The platform. I can let my...
Locked. No, Hans, that would be a really bad idea.
Danger. High voltage.
Hi.
Hey.
I wonder what interest the burglar has in my paper.
Presumably not the brightest candle on the cake. Who else would steal a paper on quantum physics?
So, how long have you been here?
The day before yesterday. Feels much longer, though. And just saying, the public transportation around here? Germany is a mess.
But then how did you get here?
Individual travel. By motorcycle, of course.
Why Truberbrook of all places? It's hard to find, even on a map. But I'm not from these parts, after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for a while now. And when I finally found them, I immediately took off. The people around here are nice. But also a little weird, don't you think?
I was given a warm welcome, though.
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back, though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference. But then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
A while longer? In New York City?
Not the whole time, no. Took a little road trip. First off to the New England states, Boston, Waterville, all the way up to Moosehead Lake, Mount Catherine and so on. Then, Canada and the Midwest. Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago. On and on. Then Washington State. Sort of got stuck there. Oregon, down to San Francisco. Ah, those were the days.
Wow. You must have passed through Seattle on the way then.
Yes, maybe. And that's where you study?
No, I studied on the East Coast. The Cornell, Ithaca, under Dr. Schrodinger. Have you heard of him?
Ah, of course. Now I understand why you're on exchange in Germany.
Exchange? No, it's more of a coincidence. I won the trip.
You won?
Don't ask me. I've never taken part in any lottery.
Interesting. Uh-huh. So.
Hi.
Hey.
I just...
All right.